The capacities for agriculture first came about in the Middle East between 4000 and 6000 BC. Since early civilization, people gathered together for harvesting of food, thus ensuring the vital growth and prosperity of their communities. In Africa, the earliest farmers were the Nile Saharans of the Nile Valley. In modern economics, the allocation of resources is dealt with exchange mechanisms known as markets. Indeed, per se, the Johannesburg Fresh Produce Market has played a pivotal role in the history of the city of Johannesburg. Johannesburg was proclaimed a township in 1886 with a population of only 50 people. Distributing of food, vegetables and fruit became a necessity, and the original Johannesburg market was established on Market Square in 1887. The population had by then grown to 3,000 people. People bartered their wares for cash or goods, and all supplies were delivered and removed by ox wagon or horse cart. As the gold mining industry developed, the need arose for a town hall and other government buildings. And so the market was moved to Newtown in 1913. Soon an abattoir, a livestock market and a fruit and vegetable market attracted buyers and sellers from further afield. The new market accomplished a sales turnover of 1.5 million rand during its first year of operation and served the people of Johannesburg for over 61 years. By 1973, the market was bursting at its seams and a new market needed to be established. City Deep was chosen as an appropriate site because of its close proximity to railway yards and main highways. Today, the Johannesburg Fresh Produce Market is the largest market of its kind in Southern Africa. The market and all its associated suppliers and buyers from the entire sub-Saharan continent has developed to such an extent that it is a thriving multi-million cosmopolitan enterprise. Let us trace the origin of this very impressive supply of fresh fruit and vegetables and how it eventually reaches the dinner table. Some of the oldest larger farms in Southern Africa, dating back to the late 1600s, are situated in Ceres in the Western Cape. In these modern times, to be a productive agricultural farmer requires more than an arable tract of land and favorable weather. There needs to be a substantial investment in equipment and technology, including fertilizers and irrigation. In addition, an extensive knowledge of grafting, pruning, thinning, harvesting and marketing of products is essential. But most of all, farming is people-orientated and demands experienced management and expenditure in labor-intensive workers. For most fruit and vegetable farmers, research and provision of seed propagation or cultivation of rootstock ensures the endurance of proven existing cultivars and provides further varieties of cultivars to accommodate new trends. The farmer supplied with the seedlings or rootstock can now plant. Planting can occur via machine-operated planters. As with potatoes, which need to be planted accurately to ensure proper growth. With other produce such as onions, planting is extremely labor-intensive. After planting, each variety of plant requires meticulous care for its healthy maturation. Irrigation of all plants or fruit is dependent on the measured moisture content of the surrounding soil. However, in general, watering takes place 2 to 3 times per week, including prophylactic spraying with environmentally friendly products. Part of the care of plants is pruning and thinning of branches to become fruit-bearing. This is done largely by hand, and specialized training of the labor force is required. Thinning ensures growth of good-sized fruit for harvesting by selecting size and best coloring, removing blemished fruit and positioning fruit to open sunlight. During harvesting, farmers reap the fruits of the season's hard-earned efforts. Harvesting is predominantly carried out by a large number of trained seasonal and full-time workers. The type of produce determines the method of picking. With large trees, such as with avocados, pickers use long picking sticks with clippers on the end. With oranges, the pickers use tall ladders that they carry from tree to tree to reach the top branches. To ensure high productivity, certain farms pick on an incentive basis, where workers are paid per number of bags picked for the day. Supported banana trees with bunches ready for harvesting are cut down. This lowers the bunch so that it can be chopped off, allowing the draining sap to feed the tree as it regrows the following season. During harvesting, for the banana industry to be viable, up to 50 tons per hectare of bananas need to be picked. Much other produce is hand-picked from low-lying shrubbery. Strawberry farmers can plant up to 30 million shrubs, of which each shrub produces between 1.5 to 2 kilograms of strawberries per season. To identify any potential problems, picking is carried out using scientific methods so that each load can be traced back to the orchard or field it was picked from. Once harvested, produce is brought in from the orchards or fields to the pack houses. Some of the produce needs to be trimmed and prepared before the washing process. All fruit and vegetables need to be washed to ensure that clean and fresh produce is delivered to the market. The bigger farms have pack houses equipped for larger volumes of produce. Here, the produce is offloaded into huge washing troughs for the washing cycle. The pack houses are designed to move produce along a prolific array of conveyor belts from one stage of the packing process to the next. From the washing, some varieties of produce are dried and, if required, waxed for shine to assure a longer shelf life. Produce is then graded and sorted according to color and to make sure that bruised, hail-damaged and blemished produce is discarded. The produce is then sorted again, this time according to actual size and weight, by passing along computer-programmed conveyor belts. The produce is then conveyed for packing. The packaging is specifically designed to suit the produce so that it is not damaged during transportation. Once packed, most of the produce is transported in refrigerated trucks, where the cold chain is maintained directly to the market by the following morning. However, some produce needs to be stored in cold storage to ripen, such as avocados, bananas and pawpaws. Other fruit like apples are packed and stored in regular atmosphere for up to 1 year to prevent ripening until ready to sell. This ensures a constant supply of fruit to the market throughout the year. The fresh produce arrives at the market in loads of bakkies, cars and trucks of all shapes and sizes. On entry, the delivery note of the farmer, also known as the producer, receives a unique gate stamp from security. Producers sell via the market agents, who receive the fresh produce and check it in terms of quality and quantity and unload it onto the sales floor. The market agent utilizes the sales processing system and the producer's gate stamp to generate a goods received note for the fresh produce per commodity, container, variety of produce, class, size, count and color. The market offers extensive cold room storage facilities to the market agents to store deciduous fruit such as grapes and apples, and citrus fruit such as oranges overnight so that they remain fresh during the selling process. The market also continues ripening avocados, pawpaws and bananas. During the ripening process, a constant room temperature is maintained and regular checks are conducted to ripen the produce according to the buyer's preferences. This enables buyers to offer ripe and ready produce to his customers. Selling and buying is based on a free market system where buyers can form consortiums to negotiate the best-selling prices with the market agent. The buyer can be anybody from a private individual, an informal trader, a shop retailer, or even a supermarket chain. No cash changes hands between the buyer and the market agent. The buyer needs to deposit money onto his smart card at a cashier in order to purchase produce from one or several market agents. The buyer can purchase produce in various units, from crates to boxes and even bags. Once his purchases are complete, the buyer can then withdraw his remaining money. The buyer can only exit the sales floor and remove his produce once he has produced a removal note for the market agent's security. The Mandela market operates as a satellite market within the market premises. Here, informal traders buy bulk produce from the market at excellent prices and resell small to medium amounts at discounted prices to hawkers, housewives, spazzers and the man on the street. The Mandela market has provided many opportunities for people that started trading with only 50 rand and are now successful retailers. Meanwhile, the market cashiers reconcile balances. The market transfers money electronically for purchases made to the market agents, less the market's 5% commission. Market agents then have 15 days to pay producers, less the agent's 7.5% commission. Once the buyer has purchased all his fresh produce and other goods, they need to be carried off the premises. Some market agents provide buyers with forklifts to carry their pelletized fresh produce, while rented trolley porters generate income by moving fresh produce for buyers. Buyers' fresh produce and other goods are packed onto any conceivable form of transport to leave the market. Other buyers, such as hawkers, utilize the Bakkie and taxi associations that operate on strict regulations to deliver goods and passengers to a point of sale. The market generates many job opportunities among the informal market, such as street hawkers. Thousands sell direct to the public from the streets and busy intersections, from single items to trays of fruit and vegetables. Many of the buyers from the market deliver to retail shops that sell directly to the public. These shops are in essence fruit and vegetable supermarkets that sell a wide variety of fresh, pre-packed small to bulk products. From its very humble beginnings, the market has consistently grown to now exceed a 1.6 billion rand turnover per annum. Throughout its history, the market has played a vital role in the agricultural economy of the Southern African region, providing employment and trading opportunities, while consistently supplying fresh produce. It's better when it's fresher.